You can always tell what time of year it is for T2PTV based on where in the world we're reporting from. Springtime is for the Caribbean, fall time is for California, and summertime is for New England. The most recent event is Storm Trisell Club's 25th anniversary of Block Island Race Week. This island is trapped in time, where both boats and crew show up every other year to experience a true what happens on Block Island stays on Block Island kind of feel. Directly before that, the team was in Newport, Rhode Island, for the New York Yacht Club annual regatta presented by Rolex. A game-on round the island race put some hair on all the guys' chests. And for the girls out there, it did whatever the female equivalent is to showing hardcoreness. The great-grandfather boats got to meet the babies of the yacht design world, and sometimes on the same race course. And One Design's perfs and IRCs all found some action as well. On the home waters in Annapolis, the Annapolis Yacht Club Wednesday night races have been lighting up the bay all summer long. The biggest boats show up for the biggest turnouts as soon as everyone can change out of their work clothes and into their play clothes to enjoy a good blast around the harbor with scenic Capitol skylines near the finish line. The world of sailing always needs a spice rack to add some international flavor to the table. Sebastian Destremeau keeps us in the loop with news from around the world races, double-handed adventures, and what is happening on the other coast right now, the America's Cup. It's summertime, so you all must be getting out on the water as much as you possibly can to stay cool. At some point, though, you're going to have to come back to shore, so here are some tips to make sure you do it safely. For starters, look good, no matter how far away you are from the dock. Know where land is at all times. If you've got these two nailed down, you can start to approach your dock or slip. Step 1. Take into account which way the wind is coming from. Step 2. Make sure your boat is ready. It's never possible to have too many fenders. Designate a roving fender guy and a token boat hook guy. And come in with a little speed to keep flow over the blades, whether they be rudder or motor. Step 3. If there's someone on shore or a neighboring boat, throw them a line. Try again, throw them a line. Okay, make sure that the line is attached to your own boat first. Step 4. If it's a ramp you're coming up to, make sure your onshore equipment is ready. Parking brake on. Trailer attached to your car. A big enough car to get it out of the water, or you may end up as this guy. Up back, girls. Let's face it, the only way you're going to pull off the high-speed landing is if you're Captain Ron or this guy. He must have Chuck Norris up there on the bow, because you couldn't have convinced me to ride up there. Once you get really good at this, there's a competition waiting for you, as most sailors hope for. We're all a little guilty of looking for a little competition now and again. This docking competition tests seamen from around the country on their rodeo/landing skills, and some put more of their back into it than others.
When performance counts, the choice is clear. North sails, better by design.
Upcoming shows on the agenda include much more time in New England. The Rolex Far 40 Worlds brings one of the hottest One Design fleets to the New York Yacht Club. Monaco, Italy, Australia, Germany, USA, the international representation will hear how people from around the world say things like, "You're at Leyline," and "Hoist, go, go, go!" Next up is the New York Yacht Club Invitational Cup presented by Rolex, which is a battle of the royals that occurs once every 3 or 4 years. Clubs from around the world that were established under royal patronage or bestowed the title at some point in their history send in their best to sail New York Yacht Club's Swan 42s and hope to bring home the trophy to their yacht club. Soon after the Invitational, it's starting to become fall time. You know how I know? Because those flight itineraries start saying California on them. T2PTV will be covering the Rolex Big Boat Series out of San Francisco Yacht Club in San Francisco, California. This regatta is notorious for one of the strongest, most dependable sea breezes in the country. Where some places have a little land to heat up, San Francisco has a desert. And where some places have a little bay to fill up with breeze, San Francisco has a ripping current and mountains for the breeze to fill between. San Francisco is to our video cameras what Marilyn Monroe was to a still camera. Give it to me, work it, yeah, that's right, now wipe out, that's it! Magic, the camera loves you, San Francisco. Make sure you stay in touch with us on Twitter and Facebook and tell us when you'll be at these events. For T2PTV, this is Ashley Love.
Still trying to sort the mess out of there. This time behind the jib is stuck up, comes tumbling down. They still have a lot more challenge just to complete this race. We've seen this story before, folks, but here it is again. A major traffic jam at the Leeward Mark.
We've got J80s, J22s, and J24s.
Have been sitting here at the mouth of the Severn River, staring at that buoy, hating it actually, just trying to get past a 10, 15,
20 boat pileup.
What a mess.
Look at the amount of boats coming into this rounding.
And this J30 is going to try and throw it in there.
He's going to stick it inside there and see if he can pry through.
Now Red Stripe says, get out of there. He's looking at it. Very nervous moment, sculling the tillers, doing him no good. They've got room on Tenacious. Are they going to throw the bow in there?
Michel's got his nose in there. There's no turning back now.
The helm gets stuck on the backstay. Block to the left-hand side is standing by to get a close-up view of that Leeward Mark.
Oh, contact, right there.
What's worse, the boats that are to leeward, their spinnakers are collapsing by the boats that are to windward, but the breeze is coming in from behind. The current's pushing everybody the other way. That is a move. He is going to try and go all the way around. Literally 70 boats were probably sitting here, and they, just one, squeaked through there with momentum.
Okay, so the last of the boats is around it.
Now we're heading upwind to a windward mark that is so far out in the bay, I think it'll take him an hour to get there.
You're watching T2PTV.